morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is March 14th, 2025. We are 4 days away from our 5-year anniversary as a community, which I'm calculating right, will be on Tuesday. What a gift it has been to be part of a community for 5 years. People who find each other every single weekday. Jennifer and Neil. Penny, it's good to see you. We're on broadcast 1261. Thanks for keeping count. Shush, it's good to see you too. Angela, welcome. Andrew and Jonathan, Marjorie, Haley, Jack and Linda, Boker Tov, Chag Sameach. It is Purim today. Adrian and Amy, it's good to see you too. Hi, Debbie. Sending love to Colorado. Kate, it's good to see you too. Let's see who else is here for a minute. We'll get started with our Torah. Carl, Boker Tov, hello and good morning. Barry, nice to see you too. All right, let's take a breath. Tara and Valerie, Sunday, good morning. Let's sing a bracha, learn some Torah. Here we go. All right, everybody. Boker Tov, good morning. Chag Sameach, happy Purim. It is, what do I say? It is a Nafochu world. One of the core teachings in the Megillah, the Scroll of Esther, is Nafochu, that on a day that was going to be one way, meaning disastrous for the Jews, it ended up being a day of survival and somehow of joy. That is useful language for us. Some people asked me last night in shul. I was there with one of my kids. I was there with my son Moshe, who was dressed up like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. He looked great. People asked me what I was dressed up as. And I said, I'm dressed up in this way. I'm pretending to be someone who can make sense of the world. So that's my mask today. It's very hard to experience Purim and to feel its message in a world that feels like Purim, with the chaotic uncertainty in so many spheres, anti-Semitism and its bizarre kind of backlash in America, which immobilizes in some ways the kind of response that it necessitates, because I don't even want to get into it. It is just like Haman bribed whoever's in charge to turn the world upside down, and then someone else bribes to turn the world back upside down. But in that jumble, we're just shaky. So where I really am behind this mask is I just don't know. I don't know what to do. And so many people, I posted on Facebook on my personal feed That for those of us who are struggling with Purim because it's just too much, or it's too on the nose, or the violence of it is impossible, the plot twists are untraceable. So I said to those who are struggling with Purim, I'm there with you. I see you. Well, this is me telling you what's beneath the mask, but I'm also going to wear the mask. There was one voice from tradition that I was holding on to last night. I want to share it with you today. In the Warsaw Ghetto, there was a very famous rabbi, Kalanimus Shapiro. Some of you might know his name. He wrote a very famous book, which was published posthumously, of his sermons and interpretations of Torah during his years in the ghetto. It was buried in a milk crate and discovered after the war. Put together, it's called Eish Kodesh, Holy Fire. In it, he says about Purim some incredible things, because remember, he's writing from the ghetto. And he said, just like Yom Kippur grants atonement regardless, actually, of what we do, meaning the day has its own power, so too does Purim have its own power. Meaning, Yom Kippur achieves atonement, Purim achieves joy. And it's not for those of us who are already joyous that we're commanded to experience the joy of Purim. It's actually in a world maybe like a ghetto, or like other moments of history, or maybe like right now, where we are called to let the joy in regardless of if we feel like letting the joy in. It's not to say that it's Purim and I want to undo it. I don't want to. I want to call it out for being a command to feel what the verse says. La yudim haita ora v'simcha v'sason v'ikar kein tia lanu. Even if, and Arlene is pointing this out, even if there were countless Jews around the world wearing Batman costumes, to remember Kfir Bibas and Ariel Bibas and Shiri Bibas, and by extension, everyone we've lost. Here we are, experience the Megillah in real time and in ritual time, and we're in Purim. Nafochu, it's upside down. And because of our ability to tell and learn our own history, we can also, at least I have been, comparing this year's Purim to last year's Purim, not to Purims of the past. Last year's Purim and this year's Purim. What an amazing thing it is. Last year, my brain was broken. This year, my soul hurts. And the difference is amazing to think about. It's not that we're done with this moment. It's not that we're done counting. Today's day 525 since October 7th. We know what day it is. But it is also the case, friends, that a year has passed since last Purim, and that's not a bad thing. Our ability to dress up in costumes again, even if those costumes encode some of our pain. It's no simple thing to look at a Batman costume. It's no simple thing to see the color orange. It's no simple thing. But what a gorgeous thing it is, Ron's reflecting this, that people from all over the world are saying we had a wonderful Purim celebration. I saw creativity again. Yes, historic consciousness. Yes, global Jewish solidarity. And Arlene is remembering, thank you for reminding us, that 5 years ago we listened to Megillat Esther by Zoom. Look at how much we have grown. Look at who we are. The strength to be alive. To read a text from the Warsaw Ghetto that tells us, hey, you descendants, you, my spiritual students, you, joy. You don't get to choose no joy. Joy. As Rose is channeling from our beloved tribe of Nova, we dance again. Do I feel like dancing? No, no mask for us. We're a community that knows each other. Not really. Not really. Not deep down. No. But for the sake of our children, and for the sake of the next year, us, who we will be next year. What a powerful thing it is, friends, to be alive for the sake of our own future and the future of our children, the future of our people, the future of our dancing. I reminded us, and I'll do it again now, that I was blessed. Last year, at the Nova exhibit here in New York City that UJA funded, a recreation of the grounds where the festival happened on October 7th. When I went through it all, I was shattered, as everyone is, and I sat on a bench that was set up inside at the end of the exhibit next to a young man who turned out to be Yarin Ilovich, who was the DJ on that day. And he comforted me. And I looked the next month on Yom HaAtzmaut to him as my Rebbe. He would laugh at such a thing, but I mean it. How is my teacher marking Israel's Independence Day after what he's been through? And I watched, and there he was on Yom HaAtzmaut in Israel, spinning discs and dancing. If he can dance, we can dance. And for the sake of our children, for the sake of a good and happy and healthy and joyful Jewish future, we remember to feel joy. Sometimes it's ritual. Purim is its own command to joy. Why would you need a command if it was coming easy? Thank God for Purim. Thank God for Esther. Thank God for Mordechai. Thank God for our cantors and our rabbis reminding us, standing true, even if they feel that they're wearing a mask when they show up with the joy. Thank God for the masks of Purim. And thank God for our sensitivity, because we know we're wearing them. But let's sing. Let's sing. Let's let some joy in. Let's pretend until it becomes real. Let's fake it till we make it. Purim, friends. Allow some joy in, even if you know you're pretending. It might affect some real joy. We know, by the way, physiologically, that the endorphins released when you smile affect your brain and even brings your brain real happiness. So, smile. Smile. You don't have to pretend to be feeling anything, really, not to yourself, but make yourself smile. It's a command. Give some good food. Give mishloach manot, 2 kinds of food to somebody in your life. Give matanot levyonim. Give a gift to the poor. If you're in a place where you can find someone who's truly in need, give it to them directly. Have something good to eat. That's a mitzvah on Purim. Read the story and then put it down. Sing a little bit. This is a tune written by a group called Reva Lasheva for that verse. Layudim haita ora v'simcha v'sason v'ikar kein tielanu. For the Jews in those days in Shushan there was joy and gladness and light and preciousness. Kein tielanu. So, I haven't played it in years. I'm hoping I get it right. If not, that'll make you smile. We're going to sing this song, then we're going to sing Hatikva. We're going to say Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. And we're going to make sure that the light from within us shines. When we light Shabbos candles tonight, we'll get some of that light from the universe poured right back into us. We're going to have a good Shabbos. And then when Shabbos is done, we're going to be ready to keep doing our work in the world, maybe having smiled a little bit more than we expected. ליהודים, ליהודים, הייתה אורה, אורה, ושמחה, וששון ועיקר. ליהודים, ליהודים, הייתה אורה, אורה, ושמחה, וששון ועיקר. כן תהיה לנו, כן תהיה לנו, אורה ושמחה, אורה ששון ויקר, ליהודים, ליהודים, הייתה אורה, אורה ושמחה וששון ויקר. Came Tialanu, friends. So may it be for us, for our children, for our families, for our people, and yes, please, for the world, let there be light. Through us, let there be light. For us, let there be light. Make the effort. Happy Purim. Smile a little bit. Now, charge Hatikva with the joy of it. It has been 525 days since I have said such a thing. So, I'm inviting you. Try it on. Say it with me. When we send our hearts to the east, send your joy. Send your gladness. Tonight in Jerusalem, my beautiful daughter is reciting her senior drasha, giving her speech as part of her Jewish day school. She's teaching Torah in Jerusalem. She's my joy. I share her with you. Send your joy, receive it back, sing Hatikva with me, and make a smile. Let it be that Hatikva generates our smiles. Let's generate smiles through Hatikva. Od lo avda tikvatenu. We have not yet forgotten our hope. We have not. Isn't that awesome? Kol hod balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia od lo avda tikvatenu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ Zion Virushalayim. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. Chag Purim Sameach. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. See you on Monday. Take care. Shabbos.